you guys doing? Where you guys tuning in from? If you guys don't mind sharing. I see we got 70 on TikTok. We got 10 on the YT side, if you will. All right.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have
Can you guys hear?
from the city of Tucson. Do you understand why you're here today?
I'm learning why I'm here.
Okay. What I'm going to do in your case is I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, impose standard release conditions, and set you for a video review on February the 3rd at 1:45 with Judge Blue. Set a secured bond in the amount of $500. If you post that bond, you will be released, but then you'll have an in-person court on March the 4th at 9:30 a.m.
What are you saying, that I have to stay in here?
Yeah.
In jail?
Yeah.
What am I staying in here?
Hard to see the screen.
You have a bunch of warrants, ma'am, and you haven't made your court dates in the past. So you'll have court on February the 3rd, ma'am.
Hold up.
Okay, good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
All right. Let me dim it up a little bit for you guys. Hopefully that's a little bit better.
Ma'am, okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's a man. Promise killer.
All right.
Get what you say, right, man?
Yes, I can hear. All right, cool. Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
She's
Gloria
big,
Moore.
man.
Which one would that be now?
Better. All right. Cool. Gotta make sure I get everything up and running.
Okay, Ms. Moore, you're here today because you have cases of disorderly conduct, obstructing a public thoroughfare, and then another ticket for disorderly conduct, criminal damage, and striking an unattended vehicle. Let me get your cases up on the computer.
Damn.
I'm going to release you and give
hit
you
a
a
parked
new
car.
court date of February the 24th at 8:30 a.m. with in Justice Court. You must appear at that time. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. So you will be released on these charges today. Okay, but you must go to court on the 24th of February at Justice Court at 8:30 in the morning.
It's up to you, whatever you guys prefer.
Understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck to you. You'll be released.
Thank you.
And with that,
You
she's
go
out.
ahead, get up the door, down the ramp, get with the females, all right? Behave. Yeah. And if you ever get to tape, they'll get back to where you are.
Next. What do you guys
Hi,
think
can I
this
have
gentleman's
your
here
name?
for?
Randy Renee Avalos.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
I
I'm
mean,
Judge Hazel. You're here today on
it does.
City of
It all
Tucson
helps.
cases because you have warrants for your arrest. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, for not showing up for court for misdemeanors.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is set a $500 bond with standard release conditions and appoint an attorney to represent you.
He looks
I'm
cold.
going to give you a new court date of February the 3rd at 1:45 p.m. If you post the bond, you will be released and you'll have court on March the 4th at 9:30 a.m. You must appear at future court hearings if you are released or another warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, on February is my next court date on the 3rd
February 3rd, yes, sir. 1:45.
at 1:45. So if I don't make bail, will I be released on that day?
Now that'll be between you and that judge and your lawyer.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You will have a lawyer on that day, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, good luck to you.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Roxanne? Thank you for coming over. Highly appreciate it.
Good afternoon.
Can I have your name?
Aaron Flores.
C103. Yeah. 103. Mr. Flores, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a number of warrants for your arrest. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
You were supposed to appear in front of Judge Million and you failed to appear. And
Good evening,
warrants
Leslie.
were issued for your arrest. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, I do.
Judge Million has asked that I set a $5,000 cash secured bond in your case, and I'm going to follow what she's
What up,
requested
Trinity?
to do since she's most
Thank you
familiar
for
with
the
your
follow.
case. I'm going to set your matter for a video review on February 12th at 1:30 p.m. with her. And also an out of custody date if you, at that same time, if you post that bond. So if you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. Standard release conditions will apply in your case, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. Also, I am appointing a public defender to represent you. So your next court date is February the 12th. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
All right, good luck to you.
Vayas
Thank
con
you.
Dios. The small guy is the small. He's funny. All right. How's everybody doing today? Hey, please hit tap. If you're not tapping, you're napping. And also remember, please follow if you can. It's free 99. Don't subscribe because it's $4.99. And times are rough.
Hi, can I have your name?
Timothy Pfeiffer.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You have some cases that you failed to appear for in Tucson City Court. What I'm going to do is release you and give you a new court date. That new court date is going to be on
Work at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
February the
Damn.
24th at 2 p.m. You must appear at that time.
It's live and direct from PIMA.
But I am releasing
County.
you with standard conditions, but you must appear in court. Do you understand?
Hey, don't trip. It's all good, Jerome.
Okay, do you have any questions for me?
I don't expect anything, to be honest with you.
No, but the reason why I didn't make it to court is because I was in Phoenix on another case, and I got put out of the bus station on the 23rd of December, and I couldn't make it here because it left at 5 in the morning. I would have been here.
Okay, well, I released you, so you have another court date. So good luck to you, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I hate when that happens. Damn, he's giving them breaks
Go down
today.
the ramp. I'll sit with the mails, all right? Equal six.
He's giving them breaks.
Oh.
Next. Let's see who's coming in next. Let me move it a little better to this side so you guys could see the individual. I don't think you guys are tripping too much about seeing the judge. But you guys do want to see the defendant in the chair. I remember those plastic chairs from
Good
the
evening, counsel. You might want to move your chair a little bit to the left. It looks move the other one over too if it's you were not in the camera range.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up with you?
Emma, can you see me now? Okay.
Hell.
I didn't know if it was important to you that I see you, but
Hey, so by dropping emojis, what do you
Hi,
guys
sir.
think
What
this
is
guy's
your
here for?
Christopher.
okay, you're here today because you have a warrant out of the Superior Court. You missed your court date for misconduct with weapons.
Damn, that's a big
Judge
knife.
Metzger issued a warrant for your arrest and set bond in the amount of $1,000. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, because I missed court, sir. Yes.
Does the county attorney have anything to say on this matter?
Judge, I have nothing to add to the written recommendation.
Okay, and you're asking that the bond be affirmed?
Correct, Your Honor. The bond that the $1,000 bond that Judge Metzger listed in the warrant.
Okay, and I'd like you to put that on the record so the defendant can hear. Attorney for the defendant, go ahead.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Christopher is released to pretrial services and given another opportunity. He is fully employed. He missed court because he lost the paper and he didn't know how to get in touch with his attorney. He didn't know that he had an attorney appointed. So I told him about that he needs to get in touch with the attorney if he doesn't know when he's supposed to be in court. He didn't have a phone at the time. He does now. So now that he has the attorney's phone number and his phone, he'll be able to get in touch with his attorney about court dates. The charges were identified by pretrial services as nonviolent, and he has lifelong ties to Tucson. So we're asking for another opportunity on pretrial services for Mr. Christopher.
Thank you. I'm going to affirm the bond amount set by Judge Metzger of $1,000. I'm going to set this matter for an arraignment at 1:30 on January the 31st. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply in this case. If released, pretrial services will be imposed. Sir, your next court date is the 31st. If you post the bond and you will be released, then you must appear in court. If you don't post the bond, you'll be transported to the next court date.
Damn, he's nodding off. That was
Good
not
luck
even
to you,
there.
sir.
Hey, Jerome, is that the carga right there? If it is, I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So, hey, this is live for anybody who's wondering. We're in Pima County.
Yeah.
Outside.
And this is
Take a seat.
court. Here you stay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
I don't know the judge's name.
Yes, it is Jack Joseph Holland.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of
evening.
possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
I do, Your Honor.
Does the county attorney have a recommendation in this case?
Good evening.
Your Honor, the state is recommending release to pretrial services. It also appears the defendant is eligible for both STEPS and SMART.
Okay.
Smart steps.
Attorney for the defendant.
He did not represent me, Judge. I had private counsel. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, well, she's here for the purpose of this hearing tonight. I would let her speak for you.
Thank you for the follow.
Very well, Judge.
Judge, we're asking for pretrial services as well for Mr. Holland. He does appear to be eligible for steps. So we're asking for a steps hearing as well.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you. I'm going to set this matter for a steps hearing, which is a pretrial diversion program for February the 3rd at 9 a.m. I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing on March the 10th
I have a private
at
attorney.
1:30 p.m. I am releasing you through the services of the
Becky,
Pretrial
thank
Services
you.
Division.
Wow.
Standard release conditions will apply. Additionally, you will have to follow the direction of pretrial services. Counsel for the defendant, do you waive time for a timely preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Sir, you'll be released later this evening. Make sure that you make your upcoming court dates.
And Judge, which office is appointed?
Oh, I'm sorry. The public defender.
Hey,
Thank you.
what has he got his hand back
Good
there
luck,
for?
sir.
What is he doing?
Thank you, Judge.
This is a real suspect. Hey, that judge is real nice. He's letting everybody go. Shh, I wish that was my judge.
And McKinney's the one where's the victim.
I'm dipping. Next, what do you guys think this gentleman did right here? Emojis, please. Emojis.
Hi, sir.
and
Can I
get-
have your name?
That looks like Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
You're Mr. McKinney, is that correct?
It's the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Okay, I'm
high
Judge
court.
Hazel. You're here today on charges of aggravated assault,
DV.
impeding the airway, and kidnapping.
Whoa,
Do you understand why you're
whoa.
here today?
He's a live one.
So the attorneys know there is a victim on Zoom tonight that wishes to be heard.
Hey, what's going
Does
to be
the
the
county
emoji for
attorney have a
the
recommendation?
for a kidnapping?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is recommending a $100,000 bond. In the written recommendation, the state has included the statistics revolving intimate partner strangulation,
Whoa.
including that the victim is at an 800% increase in the likelihood of being murdered. The defendant has prior felony convictions. It appears he's on probation in 3 separate cases. So given the violent nature of this offense, the state believes a $100,000 bond is warranted.
Okay, we do. I'm going to allow defense counsel to speak. Would you prefer to speak before or after the victim, the defense counsel?
Why?
Probably after, Judge.
Okay, we have a victim on the line. Can you state your name, please?
Damn.
Ma'am, you'll have to unmute yourself. Mute yourself, please.
That's a good bond. Yep, he's dangerous. Yeah. I'm even scared for my life, for my safety.
Madam Clerk, are they still there?
He's done for, wrote Lex. Aloha from Mike Boy.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
It
Sweet.
doesn't appear to be responding. Counsel for the defendant, what would you like
Well,
to
he
say?
kidnapped her. Hello.
Judge, we're
How-
asking
how's she
that
gonna
Mr.
respond?
McKinney's released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a significantly lower bond. He is fully employed. He has ties to Tucson. And if you were released, he'd go to his grandmother's house. They have a good relationship. He stayed with her before, so he has reason to believe that he can stay with her. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services. Judge, additionally, pretrial services.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, she's on.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Ooh, this is about
I'm
to get
sorry,
good.
I had to restart the whole app. My name is Alexia Nanez.
Okay, what would you like to tell me, ma'am? I'm Judge Hazel. On the video link with us tonight as the public defender, the prosecutor.
Put a fork in him.
and
He's
the defendant is
cooked.
also appearing by video.
Okay.
What would you like to tell me, ma'am?
Gotta listen.
Well, honestly, I haven't been in my own house since everything has happened. I've been scared. I'm traumatized from what happened. I had to get a order of protection on me and my daughter. I don't know how he would respond if he even, I don't even know if he got it yet. I've just honestly been scared for my life ever since. He stole my vehicle. I have no way of being a presenting mother for my daughter. I can't work because he has the vehicle that he stole from me. He tries to run off with it any chance that we get, and it's just been withholding me since about November, December, from being able to work. I can't work and make any money for my daughter. The hands being put on is just, I can't take it anymore. The first time is the first report I've made.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your input, ma'am.
That was her.
Go ahead,
She was
counsel for
like,
the defendant. You had something else you wanted to say.
Yes, Judge, pretrial services identified Mr. McKinney as a level 1, which is the lowest level of super, that he's released to pretrial services or a significantly lower bond.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on February 3rd. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. I'm going to set a secured bond in the amount of cash secured bond in the amount of $20,000 with standard release conditions. Those conditions include don't drive without a license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. Sir, your next court date is going to be February the 3rd. If you post a bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you have any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Okay, you can go out the door, sit down with me, correct?
okay. Hey, I'm glad you guys made it over. He's heated right now. Yup. Toilet, agua.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Arturo Miranda.
So you're here today. You're charged with narcotics, drugs for sale. Do you understand why you're with us tonight?
Kidnapping.
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Hazel, and I'm here to conduct this hearing today. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is okay with the defendant's release to pretrial services.
Interesting.
Attorney for the defendant.
Thank you.
Judge, we're also asking for release to pretrial services. Mr. Miranda is fully employed, a lifelong resident of Tucson, and it appears that he has no criminal history.
Okay, sir, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of February the 13th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court or in Justice Court for a preliminary hearing. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Standard release conditions will apply, including that you're under the supervision of pretrial services, and you must comply with their conditions. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll be released. Make sure you make your new court date so you don't get a warrant for your arrest, okay? And good luck to you.
Okay.
Hey, thank you for that. Hey, what's up, Maribel?
Watch
Watch for Jerome. Shit, that'll be all bad for him. Hey, buddy, what are you holding on to right there? We don't get down like that over here.
Can I have your name, please?
Diego Montaña.
Okay, let's get your case up on the computer. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today.
We got Ayana
on charges of burglary.
Ooh. Hey, for burglary, we got to use a cat.
And
for burglary, we're going to use a cat emoji.
Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Wake up.
Does the state have a position on release in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommending a bond of $2,500. The defendant scores highly on the pretrial services scales, as well as he has 3 prior convictions.
Okay. Does the state have a recommendation? I'm sorry.
Yes, Judge, we're asking that Mr. Montaña is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a $1,000 bond. The charges were identified by pretrial as nonviolent. He has lifelong ties to Tucson, and if he were released, he'd go to his mother's house.
Okay, sir, I'm going to take the following actions in this case. I'm going to set your matter for a preliminary hearing on your felony matter for February the 3rd at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent
Do you
you.
ever stream First Ave Jail? No, what's that? That's my.
I'm
I
going
don't know what that
to
is.
order that if you post that bond, you be under the supervision of pretrial services with standard release conditions. You also have a trespassing charge out of the city of Tucson. On that
Judge,
charge,
I'm sorry, we didn't get the bond amount.
$1,000. I'm sorry, I thought I said it, but if I didn't, I was mistaken.
Thank you.
Tell him I said
If you
welcome.
post that bond, sir, you will be released.
The Matrix.
But you must appear at your next hearing.
I'll look it up. I'm not familiar
out of the
with
city
that
of
one.
Tucson. On that charge, I am going to release you with standard release conditions.
I only know
including not to
Maricopa.
return to the scene of the crime.
You're not talking about Maricopa,
So
right?
in your Tucson City Court, you'll be released and you'll have a new court date of the 28th of February on that matter. Any questions, sir?
Judge, is on February 28th, what time is this hearing?
At 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Hey, I think this thing's stuck on the TikTok is stuck, I think. I'm looking at my phone and
Next.
is it still lagging on okay, no, yeah. All right, we're back.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Margarita Padilla.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of robbery and aggravated assault. Do you understand why you're here today?
I do understand why I'm here today.
Okay,
Thank
you. Does the state have a recommendation in this case?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $10,000. The defendant does have a prior felony conviction. She scores moderately high on the pretrial services scales, and given the violent nature of this offense, the state believes a $10,000 bond is appropriate.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant, what would you like to say?
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Padilla is released to pretrial services or a lower bond. She's a lifelong resident of Tucson, and her last arrest was nearly 10 years ago. So we're asking that she's released to pretrial services.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this case. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing on February 3rd at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. I'm appointing the Office of the Legal Defender to represent the defendant. I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $2,500. If that's posted, I'm going to direct the defendant be released through pretrial services and comply with their conditions. Standard release conditions will apply, including standard conditions of no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. Ma'am, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do, because the question I have is, why am I being held if this literally has more to do with, I was approached and grabbed. I didn't leave the scene, though.
Wait, what? Oh, she turned off the mic. Hey, so for those of you watching on TT, I think one of the reasons that I might be lagging is because I'm using my T-Mobile line for that one, and I got a text message from T-Mobile like T-Mobile 2 days ago talking about that I used 100 gigs so far, and the plan that I have on that account, I'm only supposed to use 50 gigs. After 50 gigs, it starts slowing me down. So I think that's what happened. But I pay $10 a month for that data line, so I'm gonna have to look into some other options if it's gonna be lagging, because it's not a good look. It's no bueno. Hey, all right, cool. Well, upgrade.
Judge, would you reconsider bond? She has children at home. She's the primary caregiver.
No, I've made my ruling.
That's it. She didn't catch a break today. Not today. Adios, amiga. See you next week. All right. Yeah, so yeah. So everyone gets out. Nah, not today. She's big, man. Yeah, I would be definitely fuming too.
Yeah.
Next. Let's see what this lovely young lady is in for today. Oh, damn.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Erica Lynn Parker.
Okay, you're here today. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have some warrants for your arrest out of multiple courts, including Justice Court and Superior Court. Let's deal with your Superior Court warrant first. You have a warrant out of Superior Court where the judge issued a $2,500 bond. Does the state wish to be heard on this matter, on the felony matter?
Your Honor, the state is asking for the $2,500 that is listed in the bond amount, or in the warrant amount, excuse me. The warrant recently issued after the defendant failed to appear, and she has a separate pending felony case at this time.
She does have cuffs, I believe so.
The attorney for the defendant.
This is the first time I've seen.
Yes, Judge, we're asking that Ms. Parker is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to lower bond. The charges were identified by pretrial as nonviolent.
Yeah, I'm going to do the following in this case. I'm going to set the matter for an arraignment on January the 31st at 1:30 p.m. I'm appointing the office of the legal defender. I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 with standard release conditions. If the bond is posted, I'm going to direct the defendant comply with conditions of pretrial services. Okay, let's go on to your next matter. You have a warrant out of Justice Court on a misdemeanor matter of criminal damage. What I'm going to do on that matter is set a $100 bond since you're in custody on the other matter. Appoint Adam Walters as your lawyer and give you a new court date of Monday the 27th at 1 p.m. in Justice Court.
Thank you for the follows. Hey, remember, tap, tap, tap. Because if you're not tapping, you're napping.
Well, these are together. Yeah. Let's wait till you hear.
Hey, what's up from Los Angeles, the 213?
Then you also have a second warrant out of Justice Court on that charge. I'm also going to set the bond at $100 and give you a new court date as Monday as well. Appoint the same attorney with standard release conditions.
Maybe
you'll have court on Monday and next Friday, ma'am. Your total bond is $1,200.
$1,200.
If you post it, you will be released, but you must appear in court.
Hey, David, you want to bail her out?
Questions, ma'am?
Man, look at that. Oh,
Your Honor.
She's cuffed.
Yes.
Miss Rios, she's currently at, ma'am, stay right there, please. She's currently at the hospital, so if we could just continue her until tomorrow.
Okay.
Damn. All right, next. Yeah, why she putting the chair back? What was that all about?
How do I do that on this thing here?
Yeah, I'm all aggressive, like the chair did something to her. Chair ain't never hurt nobody.
What's that? Don't move the chair.
Man, what was that all about? Ain't no wheelchair right here. Do they usually pay? Yeah, 10%.
Please.
Jason Brian Sullivan Jr.
Hi, I'm Judge
Tap, tap. No, it doesn't. You can't tap, tap, tap on a white tee.
You're here today because you have
But you can hit the hearts on the lower right.
a possession of dangerous drugs charge, and you also have a warrant for the same thing out of Superior Court where you failed to appear on January 6th, and Judge Metzger set a $500 bond. And you also have some misdemeanor charges out of the city of Tucson. Let's talk about your felony charges first. I'd like to hear from the county attorney first on this matter.
As for Mr. Sullivan's newest case, the state is moving to dismiss that without prejudice. The drug amounts located on his person do not meet our current charging thresholds. As for his warrant case, the state is asking for the $500 listed in the warrant. He failed to abide by pretrial services when he was previously released, and he also scores as high as possible on the pretrial services scales, with them noting his 3 prior felony convictions.
Attorney for the defendant.
FYP.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Sullivan is released to pretrial services. These charges were identified as nonviolent, and he's a lifelong resident of Tucson.
Thank you for the follow.
Okay, I'm going to affirm the prior bond amount set by Judge Metzger. $500 cash secured. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing at 1:30 on January the 31st. I'm appointing the office of the public defender. I'm going to impose standard release conditions. Sir, if you post the bond, you will be supervised through pretrial services.
Can you guys hear me when I whisper?
Judge, I'm sorry, just for clarity, the arraignment was set on the 30th?
31st.
31st, okay. And I'm sorry, again, Judge, which office is appointed?
The public defender.
Thank you.
You're chatty tonight. Yeah.
And I will dismiss the other charge, or make a note that we're dismissing the other charge.
Well, you know what? it's easier to talk on these ones than the parole board hearing, because on the parole
I'll
board
talk to
hearings,
you in just a moment about your
people be getting
City of
mad.
Tucson matters.
They be leaving me some hate comments on the videos when I leave them up on YT. Talk about, why you flushing? You're immature. Man, sounding like my wife. Knock it off, homeboy. Life's too short. Oh, over here all super serious on a YouTube video. Come on. Now it's free, man. Come on. All
You were
of a
arrested
sudden, they keep
today
paying for
on
this.
disorderly conduct charges out of City of Tucson. On that charge, I am going to release you.
Thank you, Triple C. If you ain't tapping, you're
And give
napping.
you
If you're
a
napping,
new
you're
court
clapping.
date
Ooh,
of January the 28th with standard release conditions.
That's what I was looking for. Clapping. I'm going to go get
And
the
that will
clapper
be
right now.
at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court.
Wake up, buddy. Somebody
Standard
snap,
release
snap your
conditions will
fingers.
apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime.
Gotta go get him a boat. One of those plastic boats. Throw him under the stairway.
Sir, do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's probably what
I'm
it is.
still being
Yeah,
held out.
100%, Sophie. If I was a betting man, I would put all my money on that, on what you just put on the screen. Next, let's see. If we right now all we're getting is GTA 1 stars right now, except for that one guy that did the kidnapping. Oh, there it is. That's why she moved the chair. He's in orange. Orange is the new black.
Judge, do we have a Spanish interpreter on the line?
Sí, aquí estoy.
Do we have an interpreter with us?
A huevo.
I see this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
All right, sir. Sir, great. Hi, can I have your name, please, sir?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Yeah.
Mi nombre es René David Sandoval Careaga.
René David Sandoval Carriaga.
Simón que sí.
Okay, sir, you're
Chris.
here today charged with a warrant out of Maricopa County with aggravated assault, manslaughter,
Oh, snap.
and
That escalated
another
quickly.
aggravated assault charge.
We got a 5-star
The
here.
judge up there set a bond in the amount of $250,000.
Señora, usted se le está acusando por una orden de arresto. Esto viene del condado de Maricopa. Es en relación a unas acusaciones por agresión con agravantes. Son 2 cargos y un cargo de homicidio involuntario. El juez del condado de Maricopa fijó una fianza de $250,000.
What is the county attorney's position on this case?
He's making me all nervous.
Your Honor, because this is an out-of-county warrant, we do not make a recommendation.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
He ain't going.
Judge, we're asking
Nowhere.
for a $25,000 bond for Mr. Sandoval.
David.
All right, thank you.
One moment. Yes. La abogada de oficio hace una recomendación. Ella pide que el juez fije una fianza de $25,000. Go ahead.
Judge, I'm asking for that bond because he has no criminal history and he's very young.
Okay, thank you.
Y yo estoy pidiendo esa fianza tan mínima
He did a
porque
drive-by
él
on
no
that
tiene
chair.
antecedentes penales y él todavía está muy joven.
Sir, I'm going
This
to
is live.
confirm that
PIMA County.
$250,000 bond out of Maricopa County.
Yo voy a confirmar la fianza que se fijó en el condado Maricopa de $250,000.
I'm going to direct that they pick you up.
Voy a ordenar que ellos vengan a recogerlo.
Once you get to Maricopa County, an attorney will be appointed to represent you.
Katie, thank you
Ya
for
que
the
usted
share.
llegue al condado Maricopa, se le va a nombrar un abogado de oficio para que lo represente en este caso.
If you post that bond, you will be released, but you must appear in Maricopa County Superior Court.
Si usted llega a pagar esa fianza, usted va a
What
quedar
is
en
this?
libertad, pero usted se tiene que presentar en el condado Maricopa.
Ay,
If you do not, you'll be
ay.
transported to court.
Y si no paga la fianza, entonces a usted lo van a transportar
A
a esa
wheelbike.
audiencia.
Standard release conditions will be in place, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime.
That was a good one.
Se van a fijar las condiciones de libertad estándar y no debe de tener ningún tipo de contacto con las supuestas víctimas ni tampoco debe de regresar al lugar del incidente.
I'm going to set this matter for a review hearing on February the 24th to make sure that they have picked you up.
Voy a fijar una audiencia de repaso para el 24 de febrero para asegurarme que lo hayan venido a recoger.
Sir, do you have any questions for me?
¿Tiene alguna pregunta para el juez?
Pima County.
No, sir.
Arizona.
Okay, good luck to you. Thank you to the interpreter.
I'm so sorry. He does have questions. I just wanted to ask him before we set them in court.
I'm sorry?
Thank you for the follow.
Judge, he does have a question, but I'd like to speak with him before he asks the question. It might be something I can clarify.
Nah,
right.
he ain't going anywhere. He had $25,000 bail. He ain't going anywhere. He ain't going nowhere. Ooh, gracias. Hey, man, thank you for that right there. We'll go ahead and do one of those right there. And one of these right here. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, so he did a manslaughter in Maricopa County. So we might be seeing him in Maricopa County soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. He's in the chair. He's gonna roll away. Man, hey, you guys need to be a little bit more serious. These are like real life matters right here. Let me see. Manslaughter. Wow. Yeah. Wait. Let me look that up. Hey, Raven, gracias. Thank you. Really appreciate that. That follow, highly appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Hey, if you guys could also do me a favor, can you guys follow me on my second account? I'm trying to get it up to 1,000 subs. Just in case this account ever gets got, then we got a backup and it's right there. I just put it up on the thing. It says second on it right there. Please help me out right here. It's for the good of the community here. Let me see my pin it there. And I think right now we hit about 300 today, so we only need 700. Hey, thank you, highly appreciate that. Sam, road trip, gracias, highly appreciate it. Widow, thank you for that. Semi, I follow, thank you, highly appreciate it. And I'll follow you back in that account. Yep, guaranteed. I'll do it as soon as we're done. On the turf. All right, put that on the turf. Why is he in orange? Because howdy. Follow. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. He's in the orange too because he caught a manslaughter. So I'm assuming that's why he's wearing the color because he's hey, thank you for that, Corey. Highly appreciate it. KC Road. Let me see, Angela. What's what I heard? 200. What? Charge your iPad at 36%. That's
Counsel,
right.
does he have a question for the court?
No, Judge.
So we can disconnect that.
Yes, Judge.
The county attorney.
Follow, bro. Gracias. Thank you, Jay. Highly appreciate it. I'll follow you back in that account.
Have a good evening.
Different colors for